Uh, I think I'm gonna be sick. I got acid reflux. I think I need to go home from work, boss. I need to just lie down for the next 3 hours. Uh, you hear this a lot? Or this happen to you? You hear people talking about this constantly? Well, it's such a big thing in America that even TV channels, every channel, it's like every other commercial is acid reflux pills. Well, this is actually really interesting because it has to do with all the stuff that I'm talking about on this channel, holistic health and the microbiome. It comes down to the food, different acidity levels of foods, but not just the right on the spot, right? So different foods have different acidity levels. Fruits, vegetables, nuts are over 7, which just makes them a little on the alkaline side. And then they're more like higher, like higher on the alkaline side, just around neutral though, not too alkaline. And then acidic foods are like around 7 and below. And these foods, these are what cause our body to just be like, oh, have that total acidicness, right? So we eat it, we eat some acidic food, we get that feeling like, oh, it's terrible, we get through it, we survive, not a big deal, right? We know we shouldn't have had the milkshake too, but we do, and it's like, whatever. But we get through it, and it's fine, the next day, we just are like, whatever, I'll just do the same thing again, it wasn't that bad, I'll just have a little less, or I'll go on a jog, I'll do some workouts to balance it out, right? This is how a lot of Americans operate, by thinking that just having acid reflux is a normal thing, and that, just exercising and just not eating as much is the only solution. And, over time, we keep eating this acidic food, not thinking that the food we're eating is the cause, the specific food. And over time, we just keep doing this, and then we get a problem. And this problem is called acidosis. This is a scientific word, this is a scientific thing. This is when our body starts to get so little nutrients from the foods we're eating because it's so acidic. It just is lacking minerals and the nutrients for our body, that our body has to start leaching minerals from our bones, muscles, to support the blood and to fight off bacteria in the blood in our body. Because the number one thing our body does to keep us alive is to maintain our blood at a certain pH level. If it gets below that level, any kind of bacteria can multiply like extremely fast. So it has to maintain this same blood level, blood pH at all costs. And it does that by leaching these minerals, these alkaline minerals from our bones specifically, like silica and calcium. And over time, we know this as osteoporosis. And this is when our bones just get really weak and it's can just break all the time. And this is, interesting enough, this is most common in developed countries that drink a ton of milk. What? I thought milk was supposed to have like tons of calcium. Well, what happened there? It turns out that milk is actually so acidic that it has a little calcium, but it's so acidic that it actually does negative for our body because it's just so not natural to have that much fat in such a high caloric drink for someone that is not growing up. Like, well, a baby should have it because they're trying to grow to get big, but for us it's not doesn't make sense. So this happens, right? Acidosis. And it leads to dysbiosis. Our microbiome can get the food it needs from the fiber we should be having them from eating alkaline foods. So we get our bacteria gets weak and low. So now our body is leaching our own minerals, and we have weak microbiome, which is going to cause increased aging process, increased chance of getting chronic disease, and just decrease in mental focus and just energy levels. And this is all from just having acidic foods, processed acidic standard American diet on a daily basis. Over time, it's a guarantee that this will happen. Even the healthiest people, doctors are realizing, even the healthiest people, they work out every day. If you're eating constant acidic foods, you're going to hit this. Your body's going to be the same thing. It's going to just happen eventually too. You're just going to notice the rapid aging, rapid balding, other symptoms, just It just is a normal thing now, right? It's just a normal thing now. People just looking very old, very young. But it can be, totally reversed by just choosing to have alkaline foods. Alkaline foods that feed our microbiome, help the microbiome. Our body is like, oh, wow, this is great. We're getting all this amazing stuff from these foods. And they're actually full of alkaline metals and minerals that we can use to keep our blood healthy. Keep our microbes healthy. So we can prevent, disease, and we can improve our body's health. And this is a very, very important aspect of health that I was never told. I was never briefed. I had to go to college, do marketing, learn about how much profit hungry America really is, to actually learn about how my body works and the truth about what I'm eating. Because before that, I live in, the most advanced. I live in New Jersey, which is one of the most like affluent, advanced places in the whole country, and especially one of the richest towns in the country. And no, I was never briefed on this. No one told me, oh yeah, these foods are actually toxic. You want to be eating these foods? Yes. I just was like, oh yeah, I didn't know why fruits and vegetables were healthy, like many of us do. We just think, oh, it's good for fiber. Oh, it's the doctor says. But even the doctor doesn't understand really what we're supposed to be eating. Only the super doctors, which are in my book that I talk about. And the big thing is that these foods we get so used to it because for just there's a lot of reasons. I'm gonna go into that now, but we are so used to this acidic diet. It's so unhealthy, so bad for us. But we need to switch back to the alkaline or microbe diet, and we can do that easily by just eating fruits, vegetables, and nuts. Limiting the acidic foods by just 30%, you will notice a huge difference in your body. Even if you want to keep eating the same foods you are, just limit it 30% a day. Switch in a few here and there. Change the acidity level in your body, and you'll notice it significantly. Especially dinner. If we can make dinner an alkaline diet, we're gonna help our body really recover overnight. Because unfortunately, a lot of us have a tendency to eat a big dinner, have a big dessert, and then go right to bed. This is not letting us get any sleep. Our microbes are constantly working on the clock, and our body is constantly having to regulate and potentially be leaching minerals. So we really can't get sleep. We're just going to be like passed out, not doing anything. So I wrote a book about everything I've learned. It's really all this stuff that I've been learning about from college. I got a minor in holistic health. Then I moved, I've been just reading tons of books like the ones here, and I got a bunch more in my basement. This book goes, over super doctors that I learned this stuff from. Current doctors that aren't just like doctors, but they're doing real research, and they're going all over the country doing lectures talking about this stuff. One of them even sued the U.S. government for just having outdated information. So understand that, we are the ones in charge of getting this information for ourselves. No one's really going to help us do that. I am, because I'm a nice guy, and I don't really I like the idea of just kind of working for profit and that being the only thing that I'm doing. So, this, I really hope to add real value to you through this book and through the other content I have. And, that's the cool thing, too, is that this is such an easy switch. It's just about understanding it, really. But, oh, no, learning things, such a trouble. I know, I get it. But, the first part of the book, it's very simple. It goes over the ebook, too, I would suggest, so you can listen to these doctors do lectures. They talk about it all, this stuff. And then, I taught them, and then I get into the stuff that I think is extremely important that we all should all know. And then, this is just having this will be a guidebook for, in the future. You can look back, learn more stuff. It's not going to have every single thing for every, but it has really an understanding of the microbiome, holistic health. And it talks about superfoods, foods that have really, really great benefits for our body, and how we can really understand what we're eating, because that's really important. What are we eating? Why are we eating this food? Talk about food history, food business, all this stuff. So yeah, I would recommend checking it out. It's on my website, thepotionmaster.com. And hope you like this. Hope you thought this was informative. And have other videos. I just did another video on the microbiome. That is very important, and really the number one most important thing. Even above this alkaline acidic stuff. This is also extremely crucial too. But I'd highly recommend checking that out.